Hi, this is Dean DaCosta, and today we are going to talk about a tool called Scavado. Now, Scavado is an interesting tool in that it's several tools in one and you create projects. Now, this is actually going to be my first time going through it as well, so this is going to be pretty interesting. First thing I want to do is kind of show you guys a little bit about it. Obviously, it's not free, although you get 1 day free. It's a monthly plan and annual plan, $99 for the month. You get unlimited searches, a search builder wizard, web-based, so it's nothing to install, email verifier, email support, and then training. With that said, here's what you get once you sign in. So it's a people keywords. So I'm going to put in Java and developer. It's one of the things I seem to enjoy picking on. And I'm going to put search, and we're going to see what happens here because I'm kind of curious about this myself. Over here, we get a bunch of resumes of potential people. So it obviously does a resume search. And down here, it does specific people searches way down here, and then down there it's profile searches, which is from various profiles places out there. Let's pick on one of these profile searches just so we get an idea what we're getting. There you go. This is from parkerriver.com bio, so it's a bio from some site, which is interesting. You get blog searches, so it actually searches a little bit of everything, which is actually quite interesting. You can go to network, which at this point is mainly LinkedIn, which is interesting considering the very next one also says LinkedIn, except it actually takes you to LinkedIn and does a search. So we now know what that does. And this is the Indeed job board where it does its thing, takes you there. And then lastly is other, and other does Zoom info, lead 411, and that's pretty much it. So that's interesting. The next part of the tool, if we move, if when we move to it, is allowing you to X-ray into sites. So I mean, it's obvious. You put in, let's say www.linkedin.com. You put in your keyword. We're going to stick with the Java developer just to keep it consistent. We're going to search and see what happens. My guess is it's going to do exactly what I expect to do, which is a so-so X-raying into Java. It actually, I mean, into LinkedIn. It actually didn't get you what you expected because it didn't use the in identifier to find people. The website profiles, again, all on LinkedIn. But again, because its X-ray capability is not using the in tab with it, which is something you need to do, especially in the US, it didn't really pull up a lot of profiles. So I'm going to add the in tab to see what happens, to see if it actually corrects this problem. And oops, I didn't do it properly. My bag, I mistyped something. And let's try it again. There we go. That should at least possibly do something. So we're going to see what happens. Okay, so obviously, oh, it will not allow that. So obviously, you cannot update the X-ray. So it's going to only X-ray based on the LinkedIn.com, which now means it will not do a proper X-ray. So from an X-ray perspective, not so good. Now we're going to look at the research person thing. I'm going to put in my name. Problem with my name being 2 words is it could come up any one of a number of ways. I am not in Colorado, so we're not going to go down that road. We're going to go to Washington, and we're going to search, and let's see how it does. Obviously, we already know it's going to do Pipple and 411 because that's what it says. Okay, open full window. There's nothing there. It did mention something there, neither of which are me, and then a Google search of me brought back some info. There, now we brought back some info. Let's see if it changes if I put my last name together, which is something people need to remember when you're searching for people. If they have 2 parts to their last name, sometimes together is where how you'll find them, not separate. Pipple search is still nothing. The 411 search is got a few things here. None of them are me. And then lastly, of course, Google we already know works. So we know the X-ray search, not so good, and we now know the research person, so-so. Um, and now we're going to go to the research part, which is basically nothing but a dictionary. So if I put in the word Java, which is what I've been searching, this is where you're going to go in and you're going to go ahead and research words with the attempt of trying to find other words that mean it. Now here it says click and open Google definition. So obviously that's a Google definition thing. This is Wikipedia, which basically just tells us this. And this is Webopedia or Webopedia, same thing. So basically, it's a good place to look up words to understand them. But unless there's other searches in here, advanced search, reverse phone, none of this for this particular piece of it is going to get you buzzwords that mean the same thing. Now, in here, we noticed a few other things here. So we're going to look at verifying an email. Let's see if that actually works. So I'm going to put in one of my emails. I have a plother, and we're going to verify it. Let's see what happens here. Just a moment, we're waiting. The page is going to says valid email address. So they have determined that this is a legitimate valid email address. Yay, that's good. So it does validate an email address, but then again, there's ways to do that that's free, so I'm not sure how that really means a whole lot. Look at the other things. You can do a business phone. You can do that for free. Email pattern finder. We got plenty of stuff to do it for free. And reverse phone. Again, all can be done for free. So from that perspective, not so much. And then finally we go here, and this is where you put all your projects together, and it's a little tutorial. They have tutorials all through this to teach you how to use it. Um, you know what? It's cool. It's okay. Some of this stuff's pretty cool over here, but when you look at where it goes, Zoom Info 411, not a big deal there. Job boards, it's only Indeed, LinkedIn, networks, obviously it's your social networks. And then lastly, but not leastly, you got the resume CV search, which you could do yourself for free. Employee search, which again, pretty much for free. And profile search, again, pretty much for free. And blog search, again, all that can be done for free. $99 a month, a lot of money to be able to do stuff that you can do for free. Advantage, you can do it all from one place, but you can still do it for free in other places. And some of the stuff they talk about here really just doesn't work. I'm not going to say it's a bad tool. It's got potential. It does do a lot of things. Me personally, I think if you're a one-man shop and you don't have the time to go to all these places and stuff like that, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe even have a license or two in your company if you to save time, because you will save some time because everything's right here in one place. But again, most of the stuff can be done for free. You can save those searches so you don't have to redo them, and you can just put them in and run them. You can create custom search engines to do it. So yeah, it is what it is, and that's about all there is to say about it. It's a decent tool. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. And I'd recommend you get a free day. Why not go ahead and find out for yourself and make your own determination? And that's Dean DaCosta, and we were talking Scavado.